Hello you guys, how you doing today? Didn't think I'd be making this video pretty much ever, but I bought a Canon RF 50mm 1.2 about almost a week ago now, and honestly I didn't expect to ever buy this lens. A friend of mine was gonna buy this lens from my local area. He's from LA, and he had bought a different one, but this guy said he'd sell it for an amazing low price. So I couldn't resist. I had to pick up this lens. I sold my EF50 this literally like an hour after I bought this one. So I can't do any comparison videos, but I can tell you like how I feel about them or how they feel like in hand, and also the photos that come out of them. Newsflash, they're both great. This lens is insultingly sharp. The sharpest lens I've ever used, and I used to think the Sigma 35 was tack sharp. Well, this is even crazier. Originally I was gonna buy this lens as a flip. Since I had got it for such a low price, I could have made a really good profit on it, but after using it for literally an hour, I'm not letting go of this lens anytime soon. I would sell the lens I'm using now, the 24-105, which is technically more versatile, before I sold this lens at this point. So let's go ahead and get into this little short, tiny, small review, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. So first off, the lens's build quality is amazing. Much bigger than most 50mm, a little bit longer than the Sigma as well, and this is way larger than the EF 50 1.2. I personally have a filter on the front. I always like just the extra protection. You never know. Some hate it, but whatever. It's my lens. Front element looks amazing. The front element, when actually focusing, it actually moves quite a bit on the inside. So you'll feel the weight shift slightly when you do have this on a camera body. The focusing ring, super smooth, quite easy to move actually, but to be honest, I use autofocus and obviously the touch or drag focus as well. Such a winner part of this lens is the control ring. I personally have mine set to ISO, makes my life easy. And then on the side here, you have your switches. Obviously sound great, brand new lens. And then the back is a metal mount. Looks gorgeous as usual. This is a full plastic body lens, which is kind of interesting, because the old one is actually full metal, but it doesn't feel cheap at all. Definitely this lens feels much better on the EOS R than the EF Adapted does. The EF Adapted is a little bit longer, or about the same length when you add the RF mount on the back, and it's definitely front heavy. So let's go ahead and test the bokeh on this and see what it looks like. Okay, this first photo was taken at 1.2. This one at 1.8. The third one at 2.8. This one at f4. And the last photo was taken at f8. Okay, so this part of the video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how loud the lens is with the onboard microphone. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that clip for you. Alright, so this lens is insanely sharp. Now when I said insultingly sharp, when you take a portrait of someone, you're going to see every tiny little skin imperfection, blemish, and even the reflection of the person's eye, if you get close enough. This lens is sharper than stepping on Legos in bare feet. I didn't put any portraits up in this video just because I didn't want to blast anybody like that. Hey, look at their imperfections. But I did put some sample photos in this video's outro. Is this lens worth buying? Yes. Obviously, one, if you have the money, who has a spare 2300 lying around? Some people do. I personally bought this used for probably almost close to like 40% off. I got lucky. This lens, fast to focus? Yes. Could it be faster? Yeah, but it's also moving massive glass elements. Obviously you get the 1.2. so it's gonna be as fast as it could be. It's obviously not gonna be as fast as like an f4 constant aperture lens where it could just snap onto focus. Is this probably one of the best portrait lenses out there? Definitely, I'd say so for as far as Sony, Nikon, and Canon go, yeah. Is this the best 50 out there? Haven't used all the 50s, but I'm gonna go ahead and say yeah, it is probably the best 50mm out there. Now, does this have image stabilizer? No, it does not. But if you buy an R5 or an R6 or possibly the R1 when it comes out, you're gonna have IBIS. That'll definitely make this lens great if you want to do slower shutter speeds, which I don't really think you'll need because we have a 1.2. But yeah, definitely, I love this lens. It took me all of an hour to fall in love with this lens, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and hold on to this lens as long as I can. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and roll some outro photos. These are all uncolor edited, straight out of camera, had the little light meter in the middle. So I guess enjoy them. You guys enjoy the rest of your day and stay safe out there.